Hey, what's up? I'm excited to let you know that I finally found an electrolyte that doesn't upset my stomach. So if you're an ultra runner like me, where you go out there and sometimes you get sick, sometimes you don't, or maybe it's every time you go out for a long run, the 4, 5, 6 hours into it that you start feeling like so nauseous and maybe you throw up, maybe you don't. I've even thrown up so much sometimes on a race that I DNF'd because I got so dehydrated that I just couldn't go on. My body started shutting down. And we put so much work into training for these ultras that to show up on that day just to get sick and DNF or just feel lousy out there isn't fun. So I want to let you know there's hope. So what is it? It's Redmond Salt Relyte. But before you go out and buy it, I want to share 3 quick things about what I love about it so you know what you're getting out of it. But before we go any further, just want to let you know that I am affiliated with Redmond Salt Relyte. I'm a USCO Ultra Running Certified Coach and I partnered with them, and this is what I recommend my athletes that I coach along for their training, which speaks for itself. I'm not going to recommend anything that I don't personally use or that I don't trust for them. So I do get a small kickback when you use the link in the description below. You get 15% off, but as a thank you, I'm also going to throw in my Becoming Ultra 50K training plan, just as a thank you for using that link. But let me tell you about the 3 things that I love about Redmond Salt Relyte before you go and buy it. So, number 1 is that they are super easy to carry. They come in these little pouches, all the different flavors that they have, and I'm going to let you know why the unflavored flavor has become my favorite, if unflavored flavor is a flavor. And I'll let you know why in a minute. But these little packs, and I don't even know if they were supposed to be waterproof or not, but I've ran with them in the rain and sweated in them, even gone underneath waterfalls, carrying them in my vest, and I'd rip them open, add them to my drink, and they would stay dry inside. So I don't know if they, Redmond Salt Relyte, intended that with their packaging, but it works. So if that's something that you might be on the fence about, it's worked for me. Another reason why I love these little things is because they're just enough for the 15-liter water bottle that I run with, and they're easy to rip open while you're on the fly or to hand to an aid station worker or a volunteer and have them refill your water bottles while you're going to the aid station and chowing down. They can fill your water bottles up for you, no problem. So I love that they come in these little sticks, because I've done races in the past where I've used those other brands where they come in those jars and those bags, and you have to scoop out the powder and put them into like little Ziplocs. And like I was getting ready for the Samo 100, and I looked at my table one time when I was using another brand, and it looked like we were cocaine dealers with all this white powder all over our table. And it just makes it super easy to plan for a race, pack for a race, go for a long training run, or anything like that. So I love the way they packaged them. Number 2 is they have everything that you need in them, and they don't have the stuff that you don't. So if you are like me, where you suffer from an upset stomach, if you tried the other stuff like Scratch and Tailwind and all that, those calorie-based electrolyte drinks, not only do they feel heavy in my stomach as I'm running and it like sloshes around because you have to keep drinking it if you're using it for calories, this doesn't. It's light, and it has everything that you need. Like I said, it has magnesium, chloride, sodium, of course, because Redmond Salt Relyte, and potassium. So I've used it on all my long training runs, including the last 100-miler that I did in 27 hours. So it was a long 100-mile race. Took 27 hours, and I drank these the whole way and didn't get an upset stomach once. So that's another reason why I encourage you to check it out. And lastly, I love the flavors, but the unflavored flavor has become my favorite. And the reason why I like the unflavored flavor is because when it gets hot out there, for me, and especially after once you get 10, 12, 14, 16 hours into your race, that sweet stuff just doesn't go. You get to that point of palate fatigue where nothing tastes good, and sweet stuff just on top of that, it's not gonna make, so it doesn't make my stomach feel upset, but I don't look forward to drinking it. And with the unflavored flavor, it's super refreshing, especially if you can get some ice on it or anything like that. And really, when it gets warm outside, the warmer it gets, I stay away from flavored drinks, just because it just doesn't feel good or taste good going down. I know I need to drink it, I know I need to keep going, but it just doesn't, it seems more of a burden to keep drinking when you're not looking forward to the way it tastes. And so that's why I really like this. All it does is taste like salt water. And you might be thinking I really don't want to drink the ocean down my mouth. Well, it's not as strong as the ocean, and it really does feel refreshing to where I start looking forward to like every sip, because it's like if you've gone into those longer days or those hot days where like the savory stuff really hits a spot, like if you get to an aid station and have like bacon or anything like that, that's where this is like key. So when you're on that savory mode, looking for all that salty pretzels and potatoes and all that, that's where the unflavored flavor is going to hit the spot. So I encourage you, give it a shot. When you go on their website, again, like I encourage you to use my link, because not only are you going to save 15%, I'll show you how when you click the link, but I'm also going to throw in the Become an Ultra 50K training guide just as a thank you. But I recommend getting 2 of their sample packages. It's going to come in a bag like this, but it's going to be a variety of flavors. It's going to have all the flavors they have available that come in the little packets like this, so you can choose your favorite and go back and then buy the larger packet that comes in the pack of 30. I always get the unflavored, and then my second favorite flavor is the pina colada, and then maybe the watermelon. But you're gonna get them all, and the reason I say get 2 of them is because you're gonna go through them so quick that you might not remember like what a certain flavor tasted like, or they might be so close together because they taste so good that you might be like, huh, do I like this one or do I like this one? And so getting that second bag of the sample packet is just like the way to do it. So again, visit the description below. There's a link there. It will take you to, it will show you how to save 50% on the Redmond Salt Relyte, and then I'll also throw in that free training guide. So thanks for watching. Rethink Possible. You're going to go further than you ever thought possible with Redmond Salt Relyte and My Endurance Life.